Hello everyone, my name is Pratik and we are going to see the MailClient software that connects to Google account and fetches your email right on the product main screen. This product has been created using Visual Studio 2013 and MS SQL, and there are a few NuGet packages to communicate to Gmail servers. This product contains 5 main features that we are going to look one by one. First of all, the screen that you see on the desktop is the login screen. I have created one demo user for the testing purpose, but you can create a new user using a create user link. So let me navigate to create user link and it will show me the fields that are required for creating a user. I will create one user with the name MailClient user. I will set up a password for the account. I have created one Gmail account for the testing purpose. Here I'm gonna put the Gmail account and the password for the Gmail account. Once everything is keyed in, you can click on create button. Once the create button is created, you will be redirected to the list of emails that we are going to fetch from the Gmail servers. Here the message shows the server connection was successful, and there is an email address that will be shown here for connecting to user of Google account. Here there are a list of emails that I have created, which is fetched from the email account pratikpatelapidemo@gmail.com. I can click on compose or I can delete any email. First let me compose the email. Here I'm getting from Pratik Patel API demo as the sender's account. I'm going to send email to my same account. And I will click on send. Once the send is successful, I'm getting an success message saying email is sent successfully. Now let me see if I have really received my email in the inbox. For that purpose, I will click on check emails. After check email has been clicked on, I'm getting a new email here right at the bottom. It says a date, today's date, there is a subject, there is a preview, and there is a size of an email. Now let me go to the Gmail account and see if I have really received the email or not. Here I'm getting an email called test mail, hello everyone, which I have just sent few minutes back. Now let me select any of this email and delete the one. For delete purpose, let me select the first email which says hello integration test mail. I will click on this email and I will click on delete button. And here we can see the delete email has been working successfully, wherein I could delete the email which I have just selected. I'll go to my inbox. I will refresh the inbox. There are 4 emails here. After refresh, you will see the integration test email has been deleted. So I'm left with 3 emails. Here we also have a facility of logout, so that if a new user wants to log in, he can click on logout. The application is redirected to the login page and a new user can be logged in. Let us see how we have implemented the MailClient utility using Visual Studio 2013. Here I am having 4 projects which are main projects for this application. The main among them is the MailClient.web, which contains the MVC project, which has accounts controller and email controller. There is a business logic layer which contains the manager classes, which communicates with the data access layer in turn, and it connects to the database to fetch the records. So let me show you how the flow is being designed. First of all, when user is logged in, he has an index method that is being called. So index method has a reference to business logic layer, which we call it as user manager. User manager, there is an instance of a user manager which in turn calls the authenticate user. the authenticate user will actually call the data access layer authenticate user. The main purpose behind separating the logic across the layer is just a simple. We have a separate database logic, so if in case we are migrating our database from MS SQL to MySQL or MS SQL to an XML files, we can just migrate it very easily by changing the data access layer. The business logic layer, which is present in the manager classes, will never change. So the main purpose of business layer is to give a call to data access layer, fetch the data, and convert this database entity into business object entities. It may happen for a case that I may have 15 properties in data access layer objects, but I want only 4 properties to be written on the UI side. So here is a place where I can assign only 4 properties for user BO object, and I can navigate this property back to the controller classes. Here I will check for the successful of an operation for object being null. In case if it is not null, then we are sure that the user has been authenticated, and we show proper messages on the UI. Here there is an interesting design pattern that I have made use of, which we call it as command pattern. Command pattern says that the commands that are being executed on the server are separated from the commands that are being called from the client side. Here I have an entity called email command invoker. Each of these email commands, which we visualize as the delete command, fetch command, and the send command, are being encapsulated into a separate classes. Each of this class is implementing email command interface, which has a method called execute, which means each of this command can be executed on the Gmail servers. Here I have a concrete class called Gmail sender, which is implementing iEmail sender. Here iEmail sender is a generic interface, which means in case if I want to connect to a Yahoo account or an Hotmail account, I can simply implement iEmail sender into the separate classes. Just like I have created a Gmail sender here, I may create Yahoo sender or an Hotmail sender. The Gmail sender tries to connect to the client, which is our Google account, using IMAP for client, and it contains the methods for fetch, send, and delete functionality. For sending purpose, we would need SMTP client, and for receiving purpose we would need IMAP4 client. Now since we have created a Gmail sender and a command invoker will take care of registering the individual commands, which is delete, fetch, and send. It tries to register those commands and delegates the control back to the Gmail user. So let us see how we have implemented the command design pattern here. So let me go to any of this method, and let me okay, I can take an example of a delete method. Here in this case we have an email manager class which is executing a delete method. So let me navigate to the implementation of the delete method, and here in this case I am creating the instance of a Gmail sender. Now since I want to delete an email from a Gmail account, I'll create a Gmail sender, but the type of the object is iEmail sender. I will set some properties which are needed for Gmail sender to work, and here in this case I'm registering the email commands for a delete functionality. Though I have created the instance of each of this command, but we are primarily interested in the delete email command. For this delete email command, I am registering the sender which will execute this delete command. Here I have a Gmail sender. Now for instance, if I want an Hotmail account to be deleted or the Yahoo email to be deleted, I will pass appropriate sender here in the Gmail in the delete email command class. Once I have it, I I will create an instance of email command invoker which will register all the three commands for a particular email class. Here with this approach we can isolate each of this command being directly executed from the email manager classes. So it becomes a responsibility of the email command invoker to execute individual classes. Now I'm executing delete method on the email command invoker class. If I go to the implementation of this, I will have the three methods being written on the email command invoker class. I'm interested in delete method. Now since delete method actually executes a email command, I can call an execute method. Once I call an execute method, it will be redirected to the Gmail sender class and it will be executing the delete method here. Inside this delete method, I will have to connect to Gmail server and I will have to delete the message. So if you see, there are separation of concerns across the many layers. Here in Gmail sender class, the logic that is being written for all the method pertains to Gmail account only. In case if we have a Yahoo account or a Hotmail account, we can create a separate senders, but each of this class will have a specific implementation of a particular providers. So this is a very interesting design pattern that I came across on the product, and I'm trying to integrate that here, which makes more sense to implement. I have also created some of the CSS style sheet for Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is a package that is being given to developers for creating consistent look and feel across the applications. So let us see few examples of a Bootstrap classes. Here I can see there is a div class. A div has been applied a class called row. There is a nice grid format that is being given by a Bootstrap. Here there is a class that can be added to a button control, which gives a nice colorful UI, which is appealing for a user to use the application. Apart from that, we have also used a package called mailsystem.net. Once you install mailsystem.net using NuGet package manager, the ActiveUp namespace DLLs are being added to your class, to your project. Each of these DLLs have a specific functionality to connect to a particular email server and perform the operations on the email classes. The main among them that we saw was a Google account. Here we have an IMF client which is a part of ActiveUp.net.mail. For IMAP client to work, I will have to pass the mail server and the port number. Once I pass the port number and mail server name, I have to log into the server. Once the login is successful, I can select a particular folder on the Gmail account. Say for example, I'm selecting an inbox here, and I'm creating a search on the inbox saying that I want all the emails that are present in the inbox. This operation executes and I will be returned a message collection class. And I can do further processing on the UI to manipulate this message connection class. That is all for this demo. I hope you enjoyed, and I would look forward to enhance this product for enabling the Hotmail and the Yahoo accounts as well. Thanks for watching everyone. Have a nice day.